Well, let's just say that there's a lot of reasons why this week didn't go to plan. Let's try to make next one better. Welcome back, everyone. It's Sunday the 19th of February, which means it's time to plan a new week. We are going to be planning the week of, once I find it, nope, that's not it. That's it there. We're going to be planning the week of Monday the 20th through Sunday the 26th of February in my Moterm Personal 2.0 planner in the Veg Tan honey color. She is developing a really nice patina. She's getting a little bit darker than when I first got her. She's already starting to show some really good I don't know if it's wear and tear is the right word for it, but there's some nice marks coming up. And yeah, I am actually looking at maybe getting the apricot, but not right now. Anyway, as I alluded in the intro, this was last week. There were a lot of things that came up that did not necessarily go to plan. There were some dramas at work. I got bitten by a horsefly last Sunday, which then led to an allergic reaction. And yeah, it's kind of gross, huh? I ended up in the hospital getting some antibiotics through an IV. Yeah, there was a restructure announced at work. Yesterday, I did manage to get to plan a day, but I didn't end up going to my cousin's 30th. I was just absolutely zonked from, I think, the week and peopling, and the meds are really taking it out of me. I'm on some pretty strong antibiotics. My leg is getting better, but yeah, it's been a bit of a week. Anyway, I'm filming this really quickly because I have a mani-pedi. I'll probably stop halfway through to get that done, so expect a bit of a change in wardrobe for my hands between now and then. But yeah, let's get right into it. Before we start, let's go over a couple of supplies. So I have actually switched my everyday pen through to, so the Jetstream has been, I'm not going to say retired, but she's on extended leave at the moment. So I'm in a Sarasa Nano 0.3 at the moment. She writes really, really nicely. Like, I've got a really nice vibrant black. It's really nice and thin. It shows the differentiation with the thicker pens quite a bit, and she writes extremely smoothly for a 0.3. So the Sarasa Nano is my current everyday pen. The other one that you see come up quite a bit is my Zig Clean Color Dot Single in greyish green. It is my primary color. In terms of other colors that may come in, look, the Tombos are pretty much just here for show, to be honest with you. They look pretty. I don't really use them all that much in the planner. But in terms of what I'll probably use is, there might be some use of these Clean Color Dot Singles. One is Oatmeal and the other is Pal Moss. Nothing has really changed there. And then I've got these three quote unquote aesthetic highlighters. Again, no changes there. These don't have names or numbers, so yeah. So that's it for colors. In terms of other pens and equipment and things, this is my fault for overstuffing this pen pouch. Okay, so other items that might come in are the Unipin Pigment Ink fine liner in 0.5, and I may use the Fude hard tip. I'm not sure. This one seems a bit bold for such a small spread, but yeah. And what else might I use? All right, let's face it, the whiteout may come out. And ruler. I might use this. I don't think I will. Sorry. I'll definitely use the ruler, but I might or might not use the tweezers. Okay, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I've got to get straight into this because I don't have a lot of time. Let's flick back and see what's coming up for the week. So fairly light week. We don't have kids this week, so no school drop-offs or pickups. There's nothing on the school calendar that I need to really keep an eye on. Brett's mum's got another chemo dose this week, and Lani's coming over for a visit. So lots of good, what looks like amount of time. We'll see how that all lines up. Okay, so let's get into the goals and see where I'm at and work out what actions I need to pull in for the week, and we'll go from there. Okay, so this one is my MAKSELife folio. Again, nothing's changed here. I am using the companion notebook set. Pull out, nope, wrong one. That's my annual goals. This is what happens when you're trying to speed through things. All right, so we'll pull this one out, get rid of all this clutter. All right, so this is the goals booklet that I'm working through at the moment. Probably should have kept it on the strings. Okay, never mind. All right, what did I get done last week? I did not do the budget. We did Valentine's Day. Brett got me a little squishmallow and a whole bunch of chocolates. We'd agreed no Valentine's Day presents, and I came back from work to find a bag with some goodies, so very nice. I did do my hair mask on Thursday. I did my mask and shampoo, and I did a colour yesterday. I did planner day. I did not go to Ryan's birthday. And I've got a mani-pedi due today, which I'm going to after this. So overall, really good. I'll update the counts at the end of the month. What have we got coming up this week? I've got some hair mask stuff, just looking after my hair. I really do need to get in and do my budget. Date night and the weekly check-ins. Okay, cool. I didn't put the dates on this. Okay. Oversight on my part. So that was I'm gonna use the uni pen so it's a little bit more bold. Okay, again, I did my hair treatment, so that was done. That's happening today. There's some other stuff going on at work at the moment, which meant that this got a little bit derailed, but I've got to get onto that this week. I got planner day done. I did not do Ryan's birthday. Time block. There were a couple of days that I did manage to get it. Okay, time block. Oh, 4 out of the 5, not bad. Most of that was due to sick days, and even though I was working from the hospital on Thursday, so yeah. Instagram. What did I do this week? I didn't do much. Again, I was feeling fairly sorry for myself. I know I did do Thursday though, because Thursday was the day I was in the hospital. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I've already posted today. I did not do any YouTube videos. I did do some work on the new releases though. So that's, yeah, not bad. I'm going to call that one done. I'm going to call that one partially done. Cool. Lani catch up. We actually had to reschedule this. So that's happening this week. I did not manage to watch a lot of maths with Kira. It was intimacy week and she's only 13, so it was a little bit problematic. And Chloe and I didn't get to watch Wednesday. To be honest with you, every night I was pretty zonked thanks to the leg situation. Gym didn't happen for the aforementioned leg situation. Sleeping, I did manage. What did I get done? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And water, again, I could have been a bit better here. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thursday I was at the hospital, and I didn't take my water bottle with me. So yeah, I didn't do my meal plan for next week, but I can do that today. All right, let's leave that one for the moment. I did do quite a bit of reading for getting things done. Apologies, it is Sunday and the neighborhood has already woken up, so there might be some background noise coming up. I did do I was using that audiobook, to be honest with you, but I did quite a bit of quote unquote reading this week. I'm quite happy with that. Journaling didn't happen. Planner time, again, I was feeling really sorry for myself, so I didn't feel like doing anything, which meant I didn't look at my planner for most of this week, but I did do some. And I didn't do okay, ignore that. And no transaction logging. Keep the house tidy. And the girls actually helped quite a bit. Brett helped a lot. I'm going to call that one half done. I didn't do any of these. Okay. So that's where we landed for the goals for this week. To be honest with you, I'm not going to... Yeah, it was a week. It was a week. So I'm not going to kind of hold myself too much to account on that one. That's probably not the right terminology. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. Yeah, there were some changes announced at work. Luckily my job is safe, but not everyone that I work with was safe, and there's some changes to my role in terms of reporting lines and things like that. So I got that news on Monday and it kind of derailed work thoughts for a bit, and then the leg kind of took over. So I'm not going to beat myself up over it. All right, let's jump in and do some reflections. So, like I said, I wish that they had, I know that they've got them here, but it's just seriously, can't you just put the prompts and make it easy for us? Okay, biggest wins. I did put my mental and physical health first. I gave myself grace to prioritize where to put my energy. Granted, with the mental health part, I needed a bit of a prod from Brett, but I did end up taking Monday as a half day after I got some news about how the restructure was going to be affecting me directly. I've got a really great manager, and now I'm going to be reporting to somebody else, so... Anyway, I did start working on the February new releases, and that was just kind of going where my energy was based on how crappy I was feeling because of my leg. And I got quite a bit of quote unquote reading done because I switched to the audiobook, and I was spending quite a bit amount of time in the car with school drop-offs and pickups. So I decided to make use of that, dead time, if that makes sense. What's working, I'm stopping my day job when I need to. So either I'm tapped out, or when the clock hits time, I am just putting it away and walking away, which is really good because this week has been a lot. Hair routine, my curls are finally starting to recover from the last hairdresser attack. It's actually working. The color's maintaining really well. The curl pattern is starting to come back. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. What's not working? Basically everything budget related. I'm really scared to look at it. I know I'm running in a deficit at the moment. We're eating into the savings while Brett's business kind of picks up, and as much as it is picking up and it's doing wonderfully, there's still a little bit out of balance there. So I think I'm blocked because of that, because I know I'm running a deficit and I don't like it. Anyway, I've got to figure that out. And trying to formalize a routine that I'm already in. I just got to reframe how I'm thinking on this. So I think with both of these, I've got to really just reframe where I am. Improvements, adjustments. Right now I'm just going to refocus on one area at a time. I feel like I'm spreading myself too thin, and to support that I really just need to reduce my day job days. With the changes coming, I think now is probably a good time to kind of just roll with that. And okay, so let's get the weekly actions for this week done, and that way I've got a full picture of what next week needs to look like. So Okay, let's talk this through. So for personal, I've got routines. I'm kind of reframing this. I'm just going to write down what it actually is at the moment. So whether it's working or not, there is a routine that I'm running through, even if I'm doing it subconsciously. So I think I'm going to restart this by just looking at what actually is happening, and by the same token, doing some time tracking so I can start to work out, well, where am I putting my time and does that align with my priorities at the moment? The other one is to do the hair care. So I've got 2 masks for this week and do the colouring. So I've got a couple of things to do for the hair. For fun and recreation, I'm going to lock in the reduced days at work. I figure that now, since the structure is changing and who I'm reporting to is changing, it's probably a good time to just throw one more change in, because why not? So I'm going to get that done this week, and we're going to do a family outing next weekend when we've got the kids. For work and learning, I'm going to continue doing the time blocking for work, so keeping myself to my scheduled finish time depending on the day of the week and whether or not I'm in the office, and just making sure I really stick to that. Instagramming daily, 2 YouTube videos this week, so it's going to be this weekly, and plus I've started working out a how-to series in terms of how to print and cut the printable inserts from my shop. So I want to get that started on. The first one will probably be a how to print, so that'll be nice and easy. And then the new releases, I've got to keep working on the dailies. For family and relationships, I'm going to try to get a date night in with Brett this week, and one of my girlfriends, Lani, is coming to visit us on Thursday, so that'll be cool. I haven't seen her. Well, I haven't spent some real time with her for a while, but we ran into each other at the Red Hot Chili Peppers concert a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, we're going to catch up. For health and wellness, we've got gym. I'm going to try to do that 2 days this week. I've got to do some organising for that, but we'll get that on the books. Sleep and water is the same as usual, and meal plan for next week. For spiritual and personal growth, I'm going to continue reading Getting Things Done, or at least do the audiobook, because that seems to be working for me, and then bring back journaling. I've actually still got to take my journal up to my bedside table since we came back from New Zealand, so that's going to be step number 1. I'm going to do that tonight. And then daily planner time. So last week was a little bit haphazard. Going to try to get that back in, which will be a lot easier because I'm on a non-kid week this week. Financial, I'm just going to simplify, log what I spend. So just the daily transaction logging. If I spend money, write it down. That's it. I'm not going to put any more pressure on myself than that. And yes, just start to see what the patterns are there. For physical environment, I've got to lock in the lease renewal and book in the inspection with the real estate agent. And I've got to clean and wash my car because that thing is gross right now. Okay, that's my weekly actions. I've got a couple of things I've got to get into the weekly, so I'm going to set this to the side and we'll get the weekly started. Okay, so first let's jump in and pull out the inserts. No, wrong one. We'll pull out this one, and I'm going to flick my planner back to my monthly just to see what's already scheduled, and I'll keep that out of the way there so I can keep an eye on it. All right, so let's start with the usual basics. Let's get the custody in, and like I said, this is a non-kid week, so we'll get both sets of kids back on Friday and we'll last through the weekend. So I'm going to use this brownie taupe colour. Okay, so that's the custody schedule. So I'm just going to put in that I've got kid pickup on Friday from school. So normally in the week that I pick up the girls, I'll pick up them from school, and then I'll swing past my ex-husband's parents' house and pick up their uniforms and all their stuff for school. So that's that. Now let's get my work days in. Okay, so a couple of things are going to be a little bit out of the ordinary for work schedule because of all the changes going on. So I'm actually going to be in the office Monday and Tuesday this week, and I'm going to work from home the rest of the week. So we're going to get that in. Okay, so I'm just going to let that settle a little bit before I go in and pop in my colour for that. Just the Sarasa Nano, it's actually holding up pretty well in terms of being highlighted, but you just got to give it a second. So I'm just going to give it that little bit of time. Okay, so I've got custody and I've got work. Now let's get in some other notes and things. One of the things I forgot to go through in terms of my supplies, I've been tucking in a whole bunch of stickers into my planner. And these are the ones that I'm kind of using on the go. Some of these I'm actually going to pull out because I'm not really grabbing for them all that much. The medical ones are because I'm still taking my antibiotics for my legs, so they're going to stay in my planner for a little bit. But yeah, I've just got a couple of bits and pieces that I'm using. They're all from Creative Sticker Co, except for the weather icons that I've been using mainly on my dailies. These are from Make Paper Co. I'll pull in a couple of other ones I think as well, but we'll see how we go. Now, I'm not really using a lot of stickers in my weekly just because there's not a lot of real estate to play around with, but there are a few that I use every now and again just to bring my attention to certain things. I've been really finding these dot markers to be super helpful in terms of not using icons and things like that all the time. Okay, so I've got Lani visit on Thursday, and that's pretty much it in terms of my kind of timed appointments. So I'm going to do what I did last week, and I'm going to put any to-dos that I know I have to do along this right-hand side of the column. And see how that keeps working. See if that keeps working, I should say. So any like timed things I've really been using the greyish green dot marker or the sage colour from Creative Sticker Co. They go quite well together. Anything that's to do, I've noticed I've been pulling in the oatmeal a little bit more. So with this one, I'm using the nude colour from Creative Sticker Co, and that's just to remind me to check in around this one and just see how that's going. Now, I'm really going to be referring back to my weekly actions here. Let's see what I can pull out from the calendar and the weekly actions. So Thursday and Saturday I've got hair stuff. I'm actually going to change it up, and I might do it Wednesday and Saturday just so I can give my hair a little bit of time in between different treatments. So my midweek, I've just been keeping it really simple with a hair mask, and then my weekend one, I'm pairing it with either a colour or a shampoo or both. Actually, I'm due for a shampoo that weekend. Okay, now I only shampoo, officially shampoo my hair once every 2 weeks. That's more than enough for my hair, but I co-wash every time I wet my hair effectively, and I'll do that 2 or 3 times a week. So it's basically washing with conditioner as opposed to shampoo. It's much better on curly hair. Okay, so I've got hair mask. I had originally thought to do date night on Thursday, but I've got Lani coming over, so I'll have a chat to Brett. We might do it another day of the week. So I'm not going to put that in just yet. So there's that. Now, gymming. We could always try Monday and Wednesday. Again, I got to talk to Brett, so I'm not going to put that in either. Wednesday I've found is a good day to do the meal plan and the grocery order. Can shift to Thursday as a backup, but I think it's better if I do it on Wednesday. And then I try to get the groceries delivered either on Friday or early Saturday once we've got all the kids here. So we've got that. Now, the lock-in reduced days, I'll kick that off tomorrow, but I'm not going to put that in this planner. That'll end up in my work planner. Family outing, I really want to do something. So, okay, so because I want to talk to Brett and see what he wants to do, I'm just going to grab one of these transparent page flags from Creative Sticker Co. And I'm going to put it in here for now for Saturday and see what we want to do. But it might move around depending on what the kids want to do, what Brett feels like doing. We're trying to stick to a non-committed budget, if that makes sense. In the sense that we're just trying not to spend too much money at the moment because we've just had a couple of fairly expensive months between Christmas and holidays and all the things. So if the weather's nice, we will try to get the kids out to like a watering hole or something where we can go swimming, and ideally something for free. But otherwise, it might be bowling or something like that, but we'll see what we want to do. But I'll pop that in there for Thursday to begin with. I can move it around depending on what Brett and I want to do or decide that we want to do. Time block work, I've already got my times in here. Instagram, I'm going to put that in my habits. YouTube videos, I am going to put So my weekly plan with me, and I know I have a YouTube sticker in here. I know I had a YouTube sticker in here. There we go. Oh, it's the big ones. Yeah, no, that's too big. Okay, hold please. Alright, I'm going to pull in the little one now. That's going to be, there's going to be one tomorrow because I don't have school drop-offs and things like that this week. I can film and edit in the mornings. So I'm going to put the second one here for Thursday. And because it's a to-do thing, I'm going to pull in the nude from Creative Sticker Co. And I'm actually going to use the small dot because all I want to do is give it just a little bit of a highlight, but not go super crazy with it. I might go on this side of it. And I almost wish I would have done that with this one, but anyway. Okay, so this one's going to be the weekly plan with me, and this one's going to be a how-to, and this is going to be how to print my inserts. Okay, last thing in terms of to-do, well, it's not really the last thing, but one of the things I've just remembered is that Tuesday is bin night. And I'm putting this in as a to-do and not a timed thing, even though it's both, and that's just so that we remember to take the bins out. Okay, what else is left? Date night, Lani visit, got that. Reading, I'm going to do that. Planner time and journaling, that's habits. Transaction logging is habits. And I've got a couple of tasks on here. Okay, cool. So let's get these colors in for my work schedule. And I think it was last week during the live, I said I wasn't going to buy the stickers for this just yet. Yeah, full disclosure, they're already in the post. They're on their way. But yeah. Okay, so sleep for my habits. And I'm actually changing this one to just be more than 7 hours because that's really my minimum amount of sleep that I can do. But there are days that I actually need a little bit more, so I'm not going to block myself into, and I can't spell. I knew I would need I knew I would need the whiteout. Yeah, so I don't want to block myself into 8 hours being the maximum, because some days I actually do need a bit more sleep, especially while I've been on these tablets and stuff, and things at work have been a bit stressful. So yeah, just needed to listen to my body on that one a little bit. Water, on the other hand, I do have to lock myself into 3 hours, otherwise, sorry, 3 liters. Otherwise, you can kind of put everything out of balance. So that's not a good thing either. Post. What else do we have here in terms of habits? Journaling. Planner time. And transaction logging is the last one. Okay, so those are my habits. And the last little thing I need to do is to put in my to-dos, which lease, inspection. I need to do Kira's uniform order. Actually, we have a full slate of things. Okay, so cancel Chloe. So that's Chloe's tutoring service. She's said that she doesn't want to do it anymore, and her grades have actually come up really well last year, so we're going to see how that goes. The other thing, now I know I had a few things in my inbox that I wanted to pull in this week when I was doing a quick review of that. Chloe's tutoring is scheduled. That's the one. Reschedule the Janus bar for my laptop. And fill up the warranty on my car. Okay, that's pretty much it. I've pulled in. Okay, well, this is pretty much the way the week has landed. Not a lot of timed appointments, a couple of to-dos. I'm sure that list will flesh out a little bit more as I get into the week. Some good habits to keep me on track and some tasks to work through, both, you know, with specific days and things just to pull off as I have time to do them in. Overall, it looks like a fairly manageable week. Let's see how we go. Let me know in the comments how you're going. How's everything with life with you? Are your weeks getting easier or are they getting harder? Talk to me. I'm interested to hear. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell and hit the thumbs up on your way out so I know that you liked it. I will catch you on the next one. Stay safe. See you later.